When Governor Scott Walker and the Wisconsin Republicans turned that state upside down and inside out with their big union stripping adventure this year, one of the consequences of that huge upheaval was recall elections. Even though only 4 officials have ever been recalled by Wisconsin voters in the whole history of that great state, the Republicans' union stripping adventure this year prompted recall threats against a dozen currently serving state senators. If Governor Walker himself were eligible for recall this year, you can bet that he would be facing one, too. Now, the ostentatiously even-handed, fake balance way to report on Wisconsin politics since then is to say that there is anger on both sides. That, sure, there are these recall elections against Republicans who voted for union stripping, but there are also recall efforts against Democrats who fled the state to try to block it. There's anger on both sides. That description of what's happened in Wisconsin, which I've heard so many times, it's become a caricature in my mind. That is technically true. But the whole truth is that the grassroots fury that made Wisconsin want to recall Republicans does not have a mirror image on the other side. Wisconsin is mad at Republicans. And while conservative groups had said they had just as many Democrats targeted as liberal groups had targeted Republicans, the fact is the conservatives cannot get it together. They cannot get these recall efforts off the ground. They cannot get the signatures on their side. Conservatives said they wanted to recall Democratic Senator Lena Taylor. Yesterday, they missed the deadline to get in the signatures against her. They needed 13,000 signatures. They say they got a few hundred. They said they wanted to recall Democrat Fred Risser. Yesterday, they missed the deadline to get in the signatures against him. Conservatives also tried to recall Senator Spencer Coggs in Milwaukee. Today, they missed the deadline to get in the signatures against him. They also tried for a recall against Senator Mark Miller. Today, again, the conservative groups missed that deadline against that Democrat as well. There is no mirror image. There are no two sides to this. The right is having a really hard time getting Wisconsinites to sign their petitions against Democrats. Meanwhile, liberals' efforts to recall Republican senators in Wisconsin, so far, they're 5 for 5, and they say they will file number 6 tomorrow. Whenever anybody tells you about this story that really everybody's equally mad and equally motivated and equally fired up and equally organized, you'll know better. We'll stay on it.